sons. Bag of bulk meat and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving. So fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag of bulk meat and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 20.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Ready.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line. Ready, look at it. Check 53. You better be afraid of me. You better.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play?
Partner, I know I'm supposed to really describe what happened there. I'm counting on you for this one. That was one weird play.
Well, what I was going to ask you, in these situations, shouldn't these guys just dive on the football around the goal line rather than try to make a heroic return?
That's what they're taught, but sometimes in the heat of battle, sometimes that heroic stuff comes to the front when you really don't need it.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. CD, put on your OC cap here. What do you do? 2nd and 1, you get stuffed. Now 3rd and 1.
You know, in the old...
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 38 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. move. Going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Mayfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 29 yards. First down. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They're looking at a first and goal from about the 9. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Brian Burns in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
At the 32-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I don't even know why his team showed up.
53.
Newton to throw. Flushed out right. And avoids the contact by sliding. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell.
Intercepted, baby, all day, all day.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Watch the boot, watch the boot.
Point it right.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll start the 3rd quarter on the ground with Hunt. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
180.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 39 that time. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Flush to his right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Now Callaway on the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Mayfield now on 2nd down. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. They're only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down again. Brian Burns picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. K1 short, and the Panthers will get the football back. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
20.
Here's Newton now on second down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth-quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now a first down throw for Newton. Forced out to his left. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Ready? Ready?
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw, Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. McCaffrey. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. McCaffrey turned away on 4th and goal. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. Now Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know, the key to a good screen pass is, Donnie.
Bet you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Mayfield down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's 2nd down. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just started one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard, realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
On third down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ross Cockrell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This is McCaffrey on the give. Muscles by at the 25. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 20, 10, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.